Hi, my name is Alexis and I will be doing your assessment today. Can I get your name, please?
Hi, my name is Sabrina.
Hi, Sabrina. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How old are you, Sabrina?
I am 26.
Okay. So today we're just going to kind of go over a couple things. I'm going to be asking you some tedious questions, which is unfortunate, but I just have to for the intake. First, I'm going to start off on what brings you in today.
Okay, so it's weird. I actually, about a year ago, I had my house broken into when I was there. And, people broke in 2 men to rob me, and they held me at gunpoint. Okay, so like all that happened, and you have to go through like the whole process to make sure you're all right and stuff, and got any like lingering issues. So I did all that. Like I was like, okay, it wasn't that traumatizing for me. But in this last 3 months, out of nowhere, all of that is coming back. I'm having dreams of it. I'm getting worried. I'm getting anxious.
Okay. I am so sorry to hear about that. And you said that happened a year ago?
Yeah.
Do you recollect anything that happened to where all of this might been coming back, or just automatically like you woke up one day and it was just kind of there?
It just was kind of like that. First time I had a nightmare of it happening again, and I like woke up, and, I was like, okay, like, I suppose, yeah, that happened a while ago, I guess, reminder, but then now it's to the point where, it's like I keep dreaming about it, I'm almost scared to sleep, and it's starting to somewhat consume me.
Okay. When you say the word consume, how does that make you feel?
Definitely makes me, it's like, it's anxious almost, it's starting to affect like my working, my sleeping, appetite, everything.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Sabrina. Have you lost any weight from the decrease in your appetite?
Not anything that I would prefer, I guess. But no, like I make a point to make sure I eat, but portions are getting a little bit smaller, and I could lose a few pounds, but anything interesting.
Yeah. Have you seen like your primary doctor about this at all?
I had, of course, done the physical after, because, they're like just making sure I was okay and it wasn't going to have any like whatever reactions afterwards. And I was fine, and then I talked to my friends, and they just kind of they put me in your direction and said maybe I should go and have a specialist kind of look into it. So I haven't seen anyone since.
Okay. Do you have a primary doctor at all?
I do go to the Menominee Tribal Clinic and see my doctor, Liz.
You said her name is Liz?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Have you possibly thought about maybe making an appointment with her are you looking for like some medication, or what kind of course of action would you want to take for your anxiety, and because you shouldn't have to live in fear every day?
Yeah. See, I would prefer, anything that's gonna help. I guess I looked and did the whole looking online, the internet, where you try and diagnose yourself, and I guess anything that's going to help, I'll do.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you've come to the right place to kind of get the ball going on getting you the proper help. So with that being said, I'm just going to ask a couple questions just about yourself. So do you have any, in the last 2-3 weeks, have you had any stressors that just have taken you like a step back? And I know you were talking about like the dreams and reliving what happened. Anything else besides that?
Um, it's mostly just a dream. I guess just recently I've been, like, it's ruining my concentration too. That's mostly why I came in, because I'm working and it's like flashbacks or something, and it's just, I'm starting to not do well at work. I'm avoiding going home where it happened.
Okay. What about your strengths, Sabrina? What would you say that your strengths are?
My strengths, I'm a good people person. I am good with numbers, and I am an accountant. I guess, and I'm a good family person and dependable, caring.
Awesome, thank you. And you were saying before that your sleep has obviously been affected by what happened. How many hours a night do you roughly think you get per sleeping nights?
I used to get, your normal, like 6 to 7 hours of sleep. But now I notice I'm like waking up every 2 hours from the dreams and trying to go back to sleep. And I did notice, even though it's probably not good, that I picked up smoking.
Okay.
Because I helped take the edge off and I can sleep. But yeah, I've lost some hours.
Okay. Smoking cigarettes?
No, actually, smoking marijuana.
Okay. And how many times a day do you do that?
I kind of like to do it before bedtime at night. Never during the day. Just to take the edge off at night when I need to sleep.
Okay. And you smoke that, so are you smoking that out of a pipe, bong?
My friend bought me this little, like, piece, I guess, to help me out.
Okay. What about, do you eat edibles or anything like that?
Oh, no. No.
Okay. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Have you ever?
I have, actually. Like, quite a long time ago.
Okay. And going back to the marijuana, when did you start doing that? Like roughly a time frame ago?
Well, I've tried it in high school, but I picked it up regularly about 3 months ago.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go into your health history. Have you had any surgeries? Are you on any medication, over the counter prescribed?
I'm not on any medication or anything. I did have a surgery 4 years ago on my back. That should be about it.
Okay. Were you prescribed any painkillers then? Or any kind of meds?
Yeah, they had me on oxycodone, but I think I got off pain meds within a week and a half because they give me anxiety for some reason.
Okay. Alrighty. You said your appetite has gone down, but you make sure that you eat. Would you consider you overeating, undereating, or about average?
I try to stay average.
Okay. Have you ever been in any trouble with the law? Any criminal history?
Oh, no.
Okay. And now we're going to kind of go into your family and social life. How is your relationship with your parents?
Good. Very good.
Are they married?
No, they've actually never been married or together. I was more raised by my father, which he'd be like my best friend.
Okay. But you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yeah, that's just, you're always closer with one parent compared to the other.
Okay. What about close friends? How does that look for you?
I have my close friends. I mean, when I get too anxious, I go stay the night at one of my friends' house. But no, like relationships, if that's what you're wondering. But closest friends and family.
Okay, so you're not currently seeing anyone in a romantic relationship?
No.
Okay. If you could describe your childhood growing up, what was it like?
My childhood, it was good. I mean, it was fun. I mean, I learned how to like braid my hair at a young age because being raised by a father, didn't have many tricks.
Okay, that's so cool. Do you think you have a good support system from your friends and family?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to just kind of talk about, have you ever been like diagnosed with like depression, anxiety? Have you ever been in like inpatient, outpatient for treatment, whether that's mental health or AODA?
No, none at all. You would be the first person I'm going to for anything.
Okay. Well, I think you've come to the right place. I'm glad you are here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are going to kind of talk about AODA mental health. Um, Besides marijuana, do you use any other drugs, alcohol?
No, not at all. I mean, I'll have occasional drink at family get-togethers, but no.
And how often would you say that is?
Drinking, probably like maybe like one every like 2 months.
Okay, so not very often. Um, okay, how is your anxiety feeling today, Sabrina?
Um, it's it's up there. I mean, it's nothing too severe, but it gets pretty bad when I think about what happened. It's weird. It never used to be like that.
Did you know the people who robbed you? Did you ever find out?
No. Mm-mm.
But
And it didn't bother me at all until just, I don't know, 3 months ago.
okay. Were the police involved?
Oh, yeah. I called them right away. I mean, they didn't rob a whole lot. They took some of my jewelry, which I don't really have a lot of jewelry. They asked for money. I gave them money I had. You know, then they kind of like left. Like I just didn't really have a lot there. So I think it was just the idea of them putting my life in danger where I kind of thought maybe I might not survive.
Okay. Alrighty. Now I am going to kind of go into just a couple other questions. Have you ever gambled? Or do you think you have a gambling problem?
No, not at all.
Okay. Now we are going to go through the Beck's inventory. So I'm just going to ask you 21 questions, and there's going to be 4 statements, 0 through 3. So I'll start off with 0, and each statement after that is 1, 2, and 3. So the first one is, I do not feel sad. I feel sad. I am sad all the time. I can't snap out of it. I am so sad and unhappy that I can't stand it.
I would say, I don't know, 0. I don't really feel sad.
Okay. Number 2 is, I am not particularly discouraged about the future. I feel discouraged about the future. I feel I have nothing to look forward to. I feel the future is hopeless and that things cannot improve.
I would say 1.
Okay. Number 3, I do not feel like a failure. I feel I have failed more than the average person. As I look back on my life, all I can see is a lot of failures. I feel I am a complete failure as a person.
0.
Okay. Number 4, I get as much satisfaction out of things as I used to. I don't enjoy things like I used to. I don't get real satisfaction out of anything anymore. I am dissatisfied or bored with everything.
I would say 1.
Okay. I don't feel particularly guilty. I feel guilty a good part of the time. I feel quite guilty most of the time. I feel guilty all of the time.
I'd say 0.
Okay. Number 6, I don't feel I am being punished. I feel I may be punished. I expect to be punished. I feel I am being punished.
0.
Number 7, I don't feel disappointed in myself. I am disappointed in myself. I am disgusted with myself. I hate myself.
I would say 0.
Okay. Number 8, I don't feel I am any worse than anyone else. I am critical of myself for my weaknesses or mistakes. I blame myself all the time for my faults. I blame myself for everything bad that happens.
I would say a 1.
Okay. Number 9, I don't have any thoughts of killing myself. I have thoughts of killing myself, but I would not carry them out. I would like to kill myself. I would kill myself if I had the chance.
0.
Number 10, I don't cry any more than usual. I cry more now than I used to. I cry all the time now. I used to be able to cry, but now I can't even though I want to.
0.
Number 11, I am no more irritated by things than I ever was. I am slightly more irritated now than usual. I am quite annoyed or irritated a good deal of the time. I feel irritated all the time.
0.
Okay. Number 12, I have not lost interest in other people. I am less interested in other people than I used to be. I have lost interest Lost most of my interest in other people. I have lost all of my interest in other people.
0.
Okay. Number 13, I make decisions about as well as I ever could. I put off making decisions more than I used to. I have a greater difficulty in making decisions more than I used to. I can't make decisions at all anymore.
I would say a 1 for that one.
Okay. Number 14, I don't feel that I look any worse than I used to. I am worried that I am looking old or unattractive. I feel there are permanent changes in my appearance that make me look unattractive. I believe that I look ugly.
I'd say 0.
Okay. Number 15, I can work about as well as before. It takes extra effort to get started at doing something. I have to push myself very hard to do anything. I can't do any of my work at all.
I would say a 1 for that one.
Okay. Number 16, I can sleep as well as usual. I don't sleep as well as I used to. I wake up 1 to 2 hours earlier than usual and I find it hard to go back to sleep. I wake up several hours earlier than I used to and cannot get back to sleep.
I'd say a 2 for that one.
Okay. Number 17, I don't get more tired than usual. I get tired more easily than I used to. I get tired from doing almost anything. I am too tired to do anything.
I'd say 0.
Okay. Number 18, my appetite is no worse than usual. My appetite is not as good as it used to be. My appetite is much worse now. I have no appetite at all anymore.
Would be a 1 probably.
Okay. And we are almost done, Sabrina. Thank you for hanging in there. Number 19, I haven't lost much weight, if any. I have lost more than 5 pounds, lost more than 10 pounds, or lost more than 15 pounds.
I would say 0, but I sure wish I did lose some pounds.
Number 20, I am no more worried about my health than usual. I am worried about physical problems like aches, pains, upset stomach, or constipation. I am very worried about physical problems and it is hard for me to think of much else. I am so worried about my physical problems that I cannot think of anything else.
0.
And number 21, I have not noticed any recent change in my interest in sex. I am less interested in sex than I used to be. I have almost no interest in sex, and I have lost all interest in sex.
I'd say 0.
Okay. And then I just have a couple more questions to finish up here, Sabrina. Have you ever felt suicidal, homicidal? Have you ever thought about any of it?
Oh, no. No, not at all.
Has there been anyone in your family that has attempted suicide or completed suicide?
No, not that I know of, no.
Okay. And then I know before we were talking a little bit about your work. Where do you work?
I'm actually an accountant at the bank in Shawano.
Okay. How do you like that?
I love it. I love numbers, actually.
Okay. What makes you love numbers?
I guess I'm just good at it, mostly. And then I like the hours, too. I mean, I don't have to work, like, super late or overnight.
Okay. Do you have children?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. And are you in school at all, or you graduated?
I graduated.
What's your highest level of education?
Bachelor's.
Okay. Okay. Um, how do you feel about seeing me again?
I think that would be good. I'm glad I came in
Awesome.
to get this figured out.
What would you like to see from our treatment?
I would love to make this, like, whatever is going on go away. Not necessarily go away, but I want to just go back to how it was fine and I dealt with it.
How were you dealing with it, Sabrina?
I mean, it was right afterwards, it was fine. Like, you think you're supposed to get all that trauma afterwards and everything. And then it came, but it came like way later. So it's crazy.
Okay. And you said it was about like a year later that you were experiencing?
Yeah.
Okay. And that has affected your personal and work life?
Yep, it is now officially starting to affect it.
Okay. How does that make you feel?
I don't like it at all. Like I mean, I don't. No one likes to think that they're not doing a good job, but that's why I came in.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you came in, and I would love to set up another time with you. My girl at the front desk will set up a time, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you again.
That would be perfect.